Fellow Nigerians, 74 persons came in droves to contest the 2019 presidential election. They caused confusion in the electoral system. Some of them were stooges of professional politicians assigned to be spoilers. The young candidates refused to cooperate in support of a candidate to wrestle power from the old brigade. Today, we are worse off as a country than we were 40 years ago. Immediately after the results of the sham 2019 presidential election result was announced, the 70-plus presidential candidates went to sleep. They became so silent as if they were paid to be silent. There has been many horrible and terrible events happening in Nigeria in recent months, but you have all refused to comment or to take decisive actions. Does it mean that you were not patriotic enough, but you wanted to be our president? As long as you picked the nomination form to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you forever remain the conscience of our dear country. Some of you just wanted to bear the title of former presidential candidates when you had nothing to offer. You ganged up close to the election to align with Atiku or Buhari because you felt that you could get cheap appointments. Some of you might have even received money as your appearance allowance. Nigeria is dying, and you could not lead simple protest to say no. There has been killing going on in Nigeria from Sokoto to Kaduna, Zamfara to Benue, Borno, Katsina, and many other places. But you refuse to make comments or mobilize Nigerians to protest against this government that has failed. Our country is drenched in blood. Tukur Buratai, the chief of army staff, recently said that politicians who lost the 2019 elections are the ones sponsoring the killings in Nigeria. By that singular statement, he has indicted all of you. And you keep quiet. Of course, we know that he is lying. Of course, we know that they are making excuses for their failures. If not, don't we know that before the elections, killing was going on in Nigeria here and there? Who sponsored the killers before the election? Did they not tell us that Boko Haram has been technically defeated? Lai Mohammed is lying on one side, and the security agencies have become politicians, playing politics with the blood of Nigerians. Former presidential candidates, Nigerian children are eating onion leaves in the camps in Bauchi State, and you are silent. Nigerian government will borrow to finance the 2019 budget. You kept silent. Meanwhile, incoming federal legislators will receive 4.68 billion naira as welcome allowance, while the outgoing federal legislators have budgeted 23.7 billion naira as severance or goodbye allowance, and you keep silent. In a country where half of the population is living in extreme poverty, silence means consent. What would you have done differently if you had become president? Your loud silence on national issues of concern is very alarming. Oh, maybe you just wanted to join the Yahoo politicians who know nothing more than looting our national treasury. If not, why are you silent? A leaked video discussing missing 500 billion naira that the Central Bank of Nigeria went viral, but all of you remain silent. We are talking about our commonwealth here. Nigerian youths do not even understand what is coming to them. Very soon they will know. The Minister of Labor and Unemployment, yes, unemployment, Chris Ngige has just made the categorical statement that unemployment will increase in Nigeria to 33.5% in the year 2020. You don't know what is happening. You have to tighten your belt. Nigeria is sliding into the mud. Of course, we know that if it is even more than 33.5% now, half of Nigerians are unemployed. And Nigerian youths are quiet. We are quick to refer to America and UK during national discussions. But our politicians will not tell you that the United States of America has reduced unemployment to as low as 3.7%. When countries are moving forward, in Kano State, 80 Nigerians were arrested during the Ramadan for eating publicly. Who is it that wants to take away our freedom from us? Must all Nigerians hide to eat because Muslims are observing the Ramadan? Must every Nigerian be a Muslim? No. Must every Nigerian be a Christian? No. Must every Nigerian be a Jew, Buddhist, atheist, or traditionalist? The answer is no. But none of you is challenging what is wrong. Presidential candidates, can't you see that Nigeria is sliding into doldrum? Does anybody need to be told that under Buhari, Nigeria is experiencing our worst time in history? Even when we are not fighting a war, Buhari continues to jet out of the country at the slightest excuse when our country is bleeding and spilling blood. He is fighting corruption, but he has just updated his medical treatment in the UK and continue to hide what his healthcare has cost our national treasury for over the 130 days that he has lived in foreign hospitals. And the horde of presidential candidates are silent. Can you imagine the harm that your continuous silence will do to Nigerian children and the future generations? As long as you have collected the presidential nomination forms, you are statesmen and stateswomen in waiting. Don't you know? Why then are you silent when you should be leading Nigerians to publicly challenge the anomalies? It is not enough to grant an interview on radio, on TV. How many Nigerians have electricity to watch TV? Why have you not challenged Buhari at APC? And any other governor, whether in PDP or anywhere, as our country continues to fail? Did Buhari deliver on his 2015 manifesto? Everybody seems to be waiting for Femi Falana to speak. Did our constitution not clearly state that the primary aim of government is the provision of welfare and security? Do we have these in Nigeria today? Presidential candidates, you refuse to cooperate during election. Can't you cooperate after elections too? To save our country from the calamity that is here? If these sorry situations in Nigeria don't move you to speak and to act, I wonder what else would have moved you if you became president. As long as you have collected nominations form to be the president of Nigeria, you have signified an undying intention to be nation builders. Now, are you keeping quiet when kidnapping has become a normal and daily occurrence in Nigeria? Are you keeping quiet when our country has been encircled by terrorists? Are you keeping quiet when we have all it takes for us to be secured? Are you keeping quiet when our borders have become so porous? Are you keeping quiet when rituals have become a way of life? Can you not see that Buhari has been traveling out of the country severally when there is fire on the mountain? Can't you speak for your people? Has he personally addressed Nigerians on the state of the country? Does he care? And former presidential candidates who are potential presidents, they are quiet instead of leading Nigerians to move and take over the streets. If you refuse to act now, then you have no justification to collect form for the 2019 presidential election, neither will you be justified to contest in 2023 in case you are not in that dream. During the elections, Nigerians residing in Nigeria will say, oh, Nigerians in diaspora, you have no reason to talk because you are not on ground. Yes, you are not on ground. You that is on ground, what are you doing? You are waiting for us to sponsor you to protest, to fight for your freedom. Because all you say is, oh, now what we go do now? Who tell you say you must have been, you don't know what you're supposed to do? Nigeria belongs to each and every one of us. It is not enough to tell us how the youths took over government from Sudan or Algeria. The power is in your hands. The revolution is you. We can never get out of these situations unless Nigerians stand up as a people to say no, once and for all. We're not inciting anybody. We're making statements of facts. This is too much. Nigeria is unbearable. This is the wrong time to be alive as a Nigerian. What are we waiting for to take back our country? What are we waiting for as a people? What are we waiting for? If you refuse to act now, presidential candidates, then you have no justification to even campaign that you wanted to be president. Now you expect, what do you expect us to do? You expect Nigerians in diaspora to act when we are waiting for you? Fellow Nigerians, you must know that true freedom lies on the side of fear. We have not been given the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Fellow Nigerians, when will you be angry enough to fight bad leadership and this oppression going on? We are too blessed as a people to be where we are. But we must know, in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., the ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. Nigeria is in your hands. Nigeria is in my hand. And Nigeria is in our hand. We either rescue it now or forever regret. God forbid.